Hello everyone, in today's video I'll be talking about my thoughts and feelings about my hype of Arifureta Season 2 and talking about how excited I was of leading up to the first episode's release back in January and talking about the last 3 months of my experience, excitement, hype and enjoyment of watching episode by episode of Arifureta Season 2. Wow, what an absolute great ride I have been with these 12 episodes of Season 2 of Arifureta From Commonplace to World's Strongest. And my hype and excitement of watching episode by episode, I must admit, I got very excited when I see the timing of the episode's release actually on Funimation streaming service, now on Kajiro. And I actually must admit, ever since the teaser trailer from April 2021, I actually got so much excitement to see Arifureta returning for about 3 years actually since I last watched the last episode. I know of course I got the DVD of the first season, I've been rewatching it over and over again and starting to fall in love with the series and its characters. I must admit, I actually really have a massive enthusiasm towards this anime, which is an isekai themed series actually. And I have to admit, I'm quite sad that it's now over now, because all those episodes I've been leading up to every week, I have to say that I've been so excited and counting down the next episode week after week. As well as that, even before the first episode came out in January, which was on the 13th, I actually got very excited to count down how many days, how many weeks, how many months have we got to get to. And I just really got very excited, because ever since I started to read the light novels, volume 1 to 4, which has already been adapted for season 1 already, I actually started reading volume 5 and then volume 6. And volume 5 and 6 were going to be adapted for season 2, and watching the trailers, including the teaser as well as the second, seeing all those scenes and characters, environments, labyrinths and also places as well, I actually got so excited that my imagination was really skyrocketing when I actually can't help but thinking, oh boy, I can't wait to see the season 2 right now, because everything I imagined from volume 5 and 6, it's all going to happen on screen. And everything I imagined from the books to season 2, I have to say that I'm very satisfied of what I have actually seen on screen from my imagination. Everything has played out exactly what I had in mind. Although there are some few changes in season 2 from the books, actually, but nevertheless, I actually am so satisfied with many good moments of season 2's episodes. And I always get excited to see the next one, thinking, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen next. Yeah. And also then, suddenly we get to the most brilliant part of this series, which is actually the heartwarming moments, actually. Some heartwarming moments which, at the time reading volume 5, I have to say, the parting of Miu from Hajime and the girls was actually quite heartwarming, but it's kind of actually sad too, actually, because we have to say goodbye to one of the most adorable characters in the series. Another thing that I've been very excited to see in season 2, which is actually a very dark one actually, even though that I really don't actually think it's really more exciting at all, it's more of a shock and horror sort of thing. But ever since 2019, after watching the first season, I've been wanting to know how much curiosity of what's going to happen in season 2, after reading volume 5 and 6. I actually want to know exactly what happens to other characters like Suzuku and Aiko and other characters, etc. But also some brand new faces appeared on screen as well. And I must say that I am actually quite amazed to see that there are some brand new faces on screen that have actually appeared in the light novel in volume 1, but also in volume 4 as well. I'm talking of course Princess Liliana and Noit actually. The biggest, darkest highlight in season 2 that I have been excited to see being adapted from the book, aka volume 6, was Eri's betrayal. Now I won't be going too depth into the betrayal of Eri, as I will be doing a separate video in a very much near time actually. But I have to say that Erie's betrayal, building up to it, is actually really quite interestingly good, actually. Although, from the book's perspective, you actually got the build-up that has gone way back from Volume 1, which I was surprised of, actually, because... So Erie has been, well, planning all this, well... I think there's a lot more to it than that, because after what happened when Hajime fell into the abyss, and all of his classmates made it back to the surface, and Hajime went into the alleyway to actually pretend that he was actually crying, but he wasn't actually, he was sniggering. But then suddenly someone came up to behind him, and it was turned out to be Erie. And Erie showed off her true nature, actually. And then at the very end of Volume 4, in the epilogue chapter, well, Hajime is still working with Erie. But even though I actually love the fact that the built up all the way to the big reveal betrayal moment in Volume 6, I must say that it is a great build up, because both book readers, and of course now for the anime adaptation for anime only people who have never read the books actually, would actually be very, very shocked and surprised that Erie has been pulling the strings of what she's been doing actually to the kingdom, while Hajime and the girls are on their journey westwards. So yeah, I can just remember when I actually felt that sensation that Erie's betrayal was going to be a massive big reveal. Everything I imagined, I actually seen it from my mind, from the books, and seen it on screen, and I just couldn't believe it. But I will be getting into depth on that when I be talking about Erie's betrayal video in the near future. As well as Erie's betrayal, the biggest awesome part about Season 2 that I really enjoyed was also the big fight scenes between Yui and Shia versus the demons, including Freed. And as well as that, Hajime, who's rescued his teacher Aiko up in the Divine Mountain, and actually fought against an apostle of God named Noit. And that was the most awesome 2 episodes of awesome battle scene moments, including my personal favourite female character Shia, who was really once again full out on the battlefield, even though it was right up in the sky. And even Yui, well, I think I will go into depth about Yui and Shia's awesome battle scene moments with the demons in a much future video. And also, again, for Hajime and Noit, actually. But I'm just going to say how incredible that is, in my opinion. Because those 2 fights, yeah, were absolutely brilliant, actually. Everything I imagined from the Volume 6 in the 2 chapters that those fight scenes have come from are just so spectacular. And I just love it. It's so memorable, actually. So yeah, I'm actually right now quite sad that Season 2 is already finished, and I won't be seeing the Season 3 hopefully until maybe next year or 2, and I just don't like the long wait personally, because this anime has been flooding my mind with imagination of seeing what's going to happen next. No, I haven't actually got Volume 7 to 11 currently, and I know yes there's Volume 12 and there's another volume which is its final volume, Volume 13. Is going to be coming out in the near future, but I'm just actually flooded with my mind of curiosity and excitement, and also want to see Hajime's quest and his journey with his female companions to acquire these ancient magical abilities in these labyrinths and to return back to his world, actually. So yes, in conclusion, I actually really have enjoyed all 12 episodes of Arifureta From Commonplace to World's Strongest Season 2. But I am still quite sad, and it feels strange to me that this coming Thursday I won't be seeing another episode. And I just can't help it but just feeling rather sad about it. When after watching the 12th episode of Season 2, I just couldn't help my mind and thinking that, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already over already. It's been so quick, actually. And now 12 episodes are already out. And I just feel a sense of strange sadness in me, actually. And I am quite sad actually, but I will have my hopes up when I actually watch some new anime shows. But it's very difficult to watch those when Arifureta has always been the #1 anime of 2022. And it will be for hopefully next year or 2024 and beyond actually, once the prequel has been adapted actually. So yes, this is actually my thoughts and feelings of Arifureta From Commonplace to World Stronger Season 2. I hope you liked what I discussed about the my thoughts and feelings towards Season 2 of Arifureta. And I want you to put your comments and down below to see what your thoughts and feelings were to Season 2 actually. And also put a like and subscribe to my channel. So anyway, goodbye.